Friends, welcome back to POEz's Picks. This is a football show where I look you dead into the camera and tell you the wrong teams to pick. Apparently, I have had no luck this year other than a pretty good props bet a couple of weeks ago. But in terms of the ticket that I feel most confident in, that I put up on the screen and share with you so that I can be right and win some money, crash and burn every single one so far. We're going into week 5. There's been a lot of surprises. It's a very strange year. A lot of guys who you thought were going to do big things aren't. A lot of names you've never heard of showing up on the score sheets. And it's exciting. So today, we're going to talk about who effed me big time. We're going to talk a little bit about fantasy. We're going to talk about football cards. I'm going to give you the rundown, show you my ticket, and we're going to talk about some of the stat leaders up to this point. We're a quarter of the way through the regular season. That's crazy. It all went by so fast. Let's get into it. Fantasy. Let's talk about fantasy football for a little bit. The first thing that happened to me in fantasy football this week or last week was David Montgomery on the bench for the Detroit Lions as the man went out there and had the game of his life. Now, I read that he was questionable, so I was keeping an eye. And I was like, oh, he's going to start, but maybe he'll have limited touches. I don't know exactly what's wrong with him. And I also had Pacheco on the bench for the Chiefs. And he's kind of hit and miss, but he's okay. So I put him in instead. And it didn't end up mattering. I won anyway by a healthy margin. And but yeah, iffy. You watch the man on your bench get 3-4 touchdowns. That's terrible. This guy f***ed me big time. You want to know who effed me big time this week? I did. I'm the guy. I'm the culprit. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Montgomery should have been in that game. This guy f***ed me big time. It was bad. So let's talk about fantasy. I'm in 2 leagues. In 1 league, I am absolute trash. I am just garbage. My team, Lamar Jackson, Tony Pollard, Dalvin Cook right now, but normally it would be Jay Williams in Denver. Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins are my receivers. Mark Andrews is my tight end. My flex right now, Kendrick Bourne for the Patriots, because I still have faith on some level. The Lions defense, and I also keep the Titans defense on my bench. I like to have 2 so you can swap out when somebody's got a good match. I feel like that's worth a bench spot. And Harrison Butker, the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, on my bench. Odell Beckham, Taysom Hill that I just kind of like to squirrel away so no one else can get him. And yeah, that's my one team where I am 1-3, just like the Patriots, and it's not good. My other league, I am 4-0. I'm doing really well. I try not to mix up the players at all as best I can. Here's my team. Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, Jacoby Myers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Cole Kmet, who I just grabbed because he was a decent tight end on the wire, David Montgomery, Willie Lutz is my kicker, and I've been rocking the Cowboys defense, and I've been so confident in them that I don't even take a second defense in this league. On my bench, not a whole lot though. Jerome Ford, Isaiah Pacheco, Christian Watson, and Njoku. Oh yeah, he's my tight end, but he's on a bye, so I went to the wire and had to get Kmet. Now that's a guy I don't have very much faith in at all because his quarterback is Justin Fields, and it's the knee-jerk overreaction of the week. Here's what I want you to do, okay? Here's what I need you to do. Go out and buy all the Justin Fields rookie cards. He is coming back. Did you not just see that game? 30-plus points he put up. That's a career game. That's a career game. Go buy the Justin Fields rookie cards now while they're cheap. People are just throwing them overboard. Dump it. It's trash. No. The guy is going to be a legend. A legend. It's the knee-jerk Overreaction of the week. I'm so upset. I really thought Justin Fields was going to take a step forward this season, but he has yet to do so, and I have all these rookie cards that are just killing me right now. Maybe we should get into that. Let's talk about football cards. Football card stock watch. So I bought the Justin Fields rookies thinking the guy's got to learn to throw in the offseason. They're going to figure it out. They're going to work some new plays. He's got a new fancy toy and a wide receiver in DJ Moore, a genuine number one, really good receiver. And I thought maybe. So, you buy the cards and then you watch the guy suck week after week. You make him, the guy who effed you big time a couple weeks ago or whatever, and then he goes out there, and I checked the stat line. I was watching something else, but I checked it and I saw it come across Justin Fields 23 for 25 for 285 yards, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And then I saw they were playing Denver and was like, oh, that's why Miami put up 70 points. That's why the Bears... And they still lost the game, but they were able to put up whatever 30 plus points on Denver. And now the question is, what in the hell is wrong with Denver? What is wrong with that team over there? So I'm excited to see what happens. The Jets, did you guys watch that game? The Jets kept it in there with KC hanging in. And I got all those Zach Wilson rookie cards. I'm in my heart, deep down, I'm cheering for Zach Wilson. I hope he does big things. I hope as the weeks go by, the Jets get better and better. I hope they sneak into the playoffs. I think that would be an amazing football story. And I got those rookie cards. So, yeah. And still, of course, Brock Purdy. Anytime I'm looking on eBay and I can find a Brock Purdy card for under $5 with reasonable shipping or ideally free shipping, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. For $5? I don't know. Like we talked on the very first card podcast, or it may have been the one with Pettit, I'm not sure, but we talked along the way about like, oh, I'm going to get some football cards. Who should I get? Well, look at a Mahomes rookie. It's out of reach, thousands of dollars. So I thought maybe a Josh Allen. He's pretty good. He's going to do okay. $600, So then it became, okay, I got to get the next. I'll get the next Josh Allen. That's fine. And maybe Brock Purdy is that guy. A lot of people say he's a system quarterback, but I don't know. He's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. Football's not... it's like that, but it's not like that. Anything can happen. It doesn't matter, And I guess Jimmy Garoppolo was over there doing really well, too. So take that as a side piece of information, I guess. I don't know. I hope San Fran and Brock Purdy keep winning. I hope my Brock Purdy rookie cards keep climbing in value, which they kind of are. And I don't have any really good ones, but the base ones are they're hard to find right now for under $10. Not bad. If you're buying them at $5 and selling them at $10, easy money. This has been the Football Card Stock Watch. Football Card Stock Watch. Friends, here's my ticket for the week. I kept it a bit conservative because it's getting embarrassing continually being wrong. So, the Commanders, the Ravens, the Lions, and the Dolphins, all to win. $10 ticket. Pays $19.07. Let's see what happens. Jim, I need you to get me that rundown. Here's the rundown, friends, where we get in depth about each game. Not in depth, but a little bit more depth. Thursday, we got the Bears and the Commanders. To me, it's all Commanders. The Bears are just the absolute worst. I don't know how. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. I like Sam Howell. I hope he recovers from the 4-interception game. They, I guess, looked okay. I didn't see the game, but score-wise, they hung in with Philly. And I don't believe that Philly is as good as they were last year, but they are still winning and still playing well. I just think they're not quite the same. Jacksonville, Buffalo. Now, this one's interesting. Jacksonville played Atlanta last week in the UK, and they just stayed there. Buffalo has to schlep all the way from over here and go all the way across the pond. Now, is there going to be some jet lag? Is there a time zone thing you got to compensate for that the Jags are already going to be adjusted to? I don't know, man. I think that could be a thing. I mean, I think the Bills will win, but 5.5 points on the spread. Like, I don't know. I think the Bills might eke this out by a field goal. If they win at all, they might just get blown out. We'll see. But I'm picking the Bills by a slight margin. The Ravens and the Steelers, something's wrong with Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett needs to figure it out because the Steelers are just absolute trash. I think the Ravens are going to win that one handily. The Panthers and the Lions. Now, the Lions look really, really good. So it's got to be the Lions. They're on my ticket, and they look even better than they did at the end of last year. Laporta, Aiden Hutchinson is a beast. I thought he was a tight end for a while, and I was like, oh, I never see his name on the score sheet. But then I watched the game and saw this gigantic white man just going after quarterbacks, and he's a force. He's awesome. Texans, Falcons, I still have no faith in the Texans, and I don't have much faith in the Falcons either, but I have slightly more faith in the Falcons than the Texans, so I'm going with the Falcons. Saints, Patriots, I have no clue who's going to win that game. I hope the Patriots. I don't think I'm going to bet on that this week. And yeah, both of those teams, it's almost like a mirror match of mediocrity. Dolphins, Giants, really? The Dolphins forever. They could play 1,000 times, and I would pick the Dolphins. Titans and Colts. Now, I don't know who's going to win that one. Maybe the Colts pick up a win there. I keep betting on the Titans and thinking that they're going to win, but they just never seem to. I keep giving them more credit than they deserve, so maybe you go Indy there. I don't know. There is some value in it because they do favor the Titans. I guess I'm going Titans. I don't know. Indy hasn't earned my trust. Bengals and Cardinals. Now this one's interesting. I'm going to call an upset here. I'm going to say the Cardinals over the Bengals. I'm going to go against the grain a little bit. The Bengals, something's wrong with them, and the Cardinals aren't as bad as we think they are. Eagles and Rams. Something's also wrong with the Rams. There's just something wrong with a lot of these teams. They just can't get it done. So you got to go with the Eagles. Chiefs, Vikings. Interesting. The Chiefs don't look like the Chiefs. Like, how come they didn't just steamroll Zach Wilson and the Jets? It was a tough, hard-fought game. And the Vikings are, Kirk Cousins is playing really well. The Vikings as a whole are a mess. So I guess you got to go with KC, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Vikings pulled an upset. The Jets and the Broncos. Now, having seen the Broncos the last couple of weeks and whatever is happening over there, it just seems like they are in a nosedive, and I'm going to take the Jets in that one. Cowboys, 49ers. Now that's the game of the week for me. They've got the 49ers to win by 4. I don't know. I feel like it's closer than that. We'll see. I mean, the Cowboys do have the potential to just absolutely collapse. And I think that'll be the difference. If anything rattles Dak, if Dak comes out early and throws a couple of picks, it's not going to be good. If there's maybe a big special teams play, could swing momentum, like a solid punt return or a kickoff return, something like that, I think is going to be the difference in that game. Packers, Raiders. I want to take the Packers. They are favored by 1 point, so it's basically a coin flip, but I'm going with the Packers and Jordan Love. I don't like the Raiders. I don't know why. I just don't like them. Oh, and that's everything. That's the rundown. That's all the games, one by one, with a little note about each one. The rundown. Jim, I need you to get me that rundown. Friends, thanks so much for watching with me this week on POEz's Picks. If you enjoyed the content here, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, do all those social media things because it helps a lot. If you're a wrestling fan, check out me and the boys Wrestling Thursdays right here on the channel. And all through October, I'm doing a ghost story a day. I'm posting them around 9 p.m. just before bedtime. And yeah, check it out. Scary, scary stuff for the spooky, spooky season. Check out our sponsors, www.420dna.com, because if it's in you, It should be on you just like it's on me for all your subtle 420 apparel needs, as well as HoldenRoadsCoffee.com. It's always fresh, never tired coffee with personality. It's my favorite coffee. Friends, happy betting. Enjoy football this weekend. I love you. Bye.